Okay, we're going to move straight into our next AI startup presentation. This one is from Ed Stack. Creative producer, data visualization designer and musician, Ed founded DIY download portal 10 Tracks in 2007 and in 2010 was music director of what is now Scotland's largest DIY festival, Hidden Door. Ed has since founded profit-to-artist social enterprise Decagram, and in 2013 Ed formed DELIC.network. So please join me in welcoming Ed to the stage.
Hi folks, I'm glad that Michael Ravazos mentioned 1967 because that's got some influence on our name. Delic meaning, well, the psychedelic era, but also to mean being clear, being transparent. Also on the subjects that were raised in the previous talk, the issue of open source and of owning your own networks is a really interesting one. But then how do we reconcile that with the need to get paid? Because this is a major problem within music. Essentially, because we only have 5 minutes, I'm going to summarize AI. The references to AI in this talk are AI as regards as something again that's been covered today as a top-down technology, and that there are many aspects of the power dynamics that make it something that at the moment is very much driven by investment, and those who don't have investment are disenfranchised potentially by that. So take AI references to mean that as I go through. Music creation communities as a kind of symbol of communities in general are somewhat impoverished by the way things are at the moment with the big proprietary platforms like YouTube and also, dare I say, Spotify, driving down the value of music itself. There are several themes that impact musicians. So lack of money, lack of time, and the big one for us with Delic as well is the fragmented workflow. So we're trying to bring workflow and money, actually, and value together in the technology we're making. There's new competition in this area, not just from playlisting of quite banal vanilla music that through our research we're finding musicians are making in order to make money, but it's not what they want to make. So it's like the kind of digital equivalent of joining a wedding band in order to make money. So we're looking at ways to make money from what you do create that's original, because there is value in that. So hand in hand with that is not being discovered. The fact that Spotify and YouTube are just so huge, and how do you be discovered when there's a lot in terms of the economics as well within performing rights societies, and again this top-down, the way that metrics are done in the music industry, it does not favor ground-up creation. However, ground-up creation drives it and drives the whole industry in the end. So this is what Delic is focused on empowering. So the pressure to deteriorate artistically, that's where we see this vicious cycle going. The opportunities in AI are, in my view, to do with the relationship between, obviously, humans and AI. We've got now, through today, is a clear message that transparency, accountability, mutual benefit are key, and they're also key to building trust, which, as a potential networking platform, Delic needs to be really aware of. But I think with this sort of virtuous cycle, what I'm trying to do with these subtitles there is show the dual nature of the benefits of looking at AI and, shall we say, creative or collective intelligence as sort of mutually beneficial. You're seeing, from a business perspective, that artists, if their privacy and transparency is respected, and where the line is between what they want to be public and what they want to remain private on their creative profiles, for example, you're seeing that they're feeling safe and we're being trusted. Better organization leads to help us onboarding people. So our use of AI in this respect is allowing people to drop, their disorganized files onto Delic, and for Delic to do some some useful AI to parse that and move it into a useful taxonomy, which then allows people to reuse work in remixes, sampling very easily. I'll show you the technology in the next slide, but just going through, IP is a huge one for us, and again, bringing IP and financial value together. Don't think I've got very much time left, so here's a demo of our current app. You can see it's fairly familiar looking, hopefully. This tells you how you can parse your catalog with the help of some useful AI. But the interesting bit comes when we hit the release, and we can see that you've got a track there in the music video, but you can open the track and see the constituent parts of the works. This is the interesting piece as regards granular IP, and one of the interesting design challenges for us is getting people who wrote individual parts credited on the blockchain so that you can reuse work without the artist losing control of those parts and having one single source of truth. So this is what a music video looks like. It's 107 intellectual property relationships in that diagram. And on the right, you've got a simple app that we hope will help creators initially. However, the future may or may not be more along the lines of this. And this is where the R&D for DELIC is at the moment, the sort of longer term R&D. We haven't released our MVP yet, but in terms of ongoing, a potential future, we're looking at networks which are visualized, searchable, contextualized, and I think context is the big one, and access also another big one as far as creative intelligence and collective intelligence being empowered. And this is what the future may hold, where you have a searchable network that you're also interacting with. So here we can see parts of works being added to projects that are in a context that is zoomable, but also, in touch with the rest of the network and able to be appraised in its own relation to the rest of the network, rather than as a sort of, the top 10 or the best-selling artists. This is very much a way for individuals to feel like they belong in the network. So that's DELIC. The MVP will come out in January, so keep in touch, and thanks for listening.